2, 1, action.
Welcome one and all to the final installment of the 9-part series known as Understanding Ingredients and Their Qualities 101. Whew, that was a mouthful. This is Rocket Raccoon.
And I'm Parker High. Thought I'd introduce myself.
So, today, we're going to talk about different diets. Oh boy. So, meeting your dietary needs is something important for every person to do, you know? I'll eat it later. So to start off, I should fill you in on a secret. You don't need to eat meat to survive. What? Crazy, right? There's people who live without eating meat. Now, I can't go a day without eating some kind of meat. If I don't eat meat, who am I? You know? If you don't have steak, are you truly happy? Is your existence necessary if you're not eating meat? Well, yes, it is. You know, there's so many awesome vegetarian diets and vegan diets and crazy stuff, and they're all healthy. In fact, there's even an argument that some athletes that are vegetarian-based, or even plant-based, are better athletes than meat-based protein athletes. Now, I know that kind of sounds crazy, like, how can some dude who eats iceberg lettuce breakfast, lunch, and dinner beat some guy who's been eating, a whole gazelle every morning for breakfast, right? They can't, but they can, right? Some scientists have proven that if you eat strictly plant-based protein, you will have less fat in your blood. Your fat levels in your blood are way lower, which means more oxygen can pump through without it being clogged up by the fat in there. So, if all it took was a little bit of grass for me to be, I'd eat grass. Don't mind me. I'll just be in the front yard and mowing the lawn. Call me vegan. Now, I think we should talk about some of the different diets. Me just saying that there's vegetarian and vegan, that's not going to help you, because it's hard to go vegetarian. You can't just cut out steak, right? It's tough. But there are different diets you can try. Let's go through them. We have vegetarians. They don't eat meat and they try to avoid food byproducts of slaughter, right? So they don't want to eat, bacon grease. It's a bad example, but it works. Now, the fruitarians, that's kind of stupid in my opinion. Why would you just want to eat fruit for the rest of your life? Kind of dumb, but it is what it is. Now there's the lacto-vegetarianism, which is a vegetarian diet that includes certain types of dairy, excludes eggs and foods containing animal rennet, which is, once again, an enzyme, as I covered back in my charcuterie episode. Go check it out. I make pate, pretty great. This diet without the the lacto-vegetarianism, it's often followed by people who are Hindu, they're Sikh, and they follow Jainism, which is, all these religions use the principle of ahimsa, which is non-harming. It's pretty cool. You should look it up. It's some fascinating stuff. Now, other than these three, God forbid there be only three, there's ovo-vegetarianism, which includes eggs, no dairy, only eggs. Ovo-lacto-vegetarianism, get this, eggs and dairy. Crazy. And then we have vegan. Anything made by animals or comes from animals in any way, it's a no-no. Don't go for it. Including animal-tested items, so like lipstick that's practiced on cows to make them beautiful. You don't want them. You got eyeliner that comes from chickens. Nope. Big no. And then they have semi-vegetarian. This is where it gets doable. They sometimes eat meat. So they're vegetarian-ish. No. Not really, but they still eat meat, so it's okay. I'll forgive them. There's pescatarian, where they eat only fish and no meats. Plant-based, and it's a diet in which animal products do not form a large proportion of their diet. Yeah, so it's usually fully vegetarian, but they sometimes eat meat. Who would have thought? Plant-based, it doesn't have meat in it. Hear meat anywhere in plant-based? I don't. Why is there meat? And then there's Politarian, which They eat only poultry. It's probably pronounced polotarian, honestly. Who cares? No mammal meat though. Only chicken and duck and goose and pheasant and people in horror movies. Penguins probably, because they're kind of birds would count. Puffins, seagulls, crows, herons, storks, where the babies come from. They honestly probably eat hummingbirds too. Taking. I mean, why not? If you're just gonna only eat poultry, might as well become a monster. Where's your veggies? Can't just eat poultry. There's poultry pescatarian. Where they only eat poultry and fish. Why do they only eat poultry and fish? It's like, why not just eat a seabird? It's the same thing. Anyways, there's a ton of different diets. It's kind of stupid. But if one isn't working for you, why not pick a new one? If you've strictly been eating cornflakes out of a box for the past 25 years, like one of those strange eating habits on TLC or whatever it's called, change it up. Eat some corn pops. Bada boom, bada bing. Switch it up. Try some oatmeal. Oatmeal's good for you. But these diets are hard to follow, so certain foods need to have labels on them, right? So food labels are kind of necessary for these kind of diets. There's the gluten, the egg, the sugar, the GMO, nuts, dairy, nitrates, trans fats, and cholesterol-free labels were made to help people on these diets. Because if you haven't been eating meat for like 3 years and you go and take a bite of a hamburger, you're gonna be like, oh. Then you're gonna get the meat sweats. You don't want the meat sweats. Why would you want the meat sweats? It's not something you want. But yeah, I think that's that's pretty important to have. Labels are helpful. Like if you have a heart condition and you can't have much cholesterol, eat your cholesterol-free Cheerios. It's gonna help you. It's gonna save you in the long run. Even if it's only something little, it'll help. Now, the final thing I would like to cover on the show is halal. I've received a couple questions over the email because you guys have been blowing on my email with the amount of people that watch this thing. My mom, my dad, my brother. Oh, my grandma. Yeah. She said she watched it. And that's it. What's his face? Oh, Chef Olaf. He's gonna watch these. Yeah, that'll be good. He'll probably send me a couple questions like, what's the cake for? Why is the raccoon in there? But yeah, I like to cover halal. Halal is, it's very important, and there are 7 facts about it that I would like to share. Here we go. So the animals that are used in halal must have open space to graze, and they must have wholesome food that they're fed. So they must be taken care of, and they must live a good life. It's very important. Number 2, all seafood is halal. So anything that comes from the ocean, or even a lake, it's halal. Number 3, all animals are slaughtered in accordance to Islamic law. This is very important because if it's broken, there's massive problems. Everyone, they're so strict by it that there's recordings or security guards at every slaughterhouse, everything. It's pretty crazy. So all animals, they cannot be eaten if they die in a prohibited way or of natural causes. So if, say your pet cow dies, he ate he ate too much grass, except there's actually turf in your backyard because you don't have grass anymore. And your pet cow eats the turf and forgets that it's not actually grass. And your pet cow dies. You can't eat him because you didn't kill him. You didn't give him a blessed life, and he passed away from stupidity is a natural cause. It counts. But now, number 5, the majority of the animals must have their blood drained. And finally, the slaughter knife, it must be blessed with an Islamic prayer, and the blade must be sharp, and the animal must never see it. This is vital. And then finally, the animal must be dealt with kindly. You must treat the animal with respect. So, that's all I have to say. It's been nice talking to everyone, even though it's just been me for the past 4 hours talking. Yeah, that's the end of my show. Hope you enjoyed the series. Till next time, this has been Understanding Ingredients and Their Qualities 101.